What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Aftersound here, bringing you Splinterlands content every single day. We also stream right here on this channel every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday morning, so come by and say hello. All right, guys, I am watching, as I said, I'm watching very closely what the drop rates and print rates for the upcoming legendary airdrops are going to be. And I just wanted to share some numbers with you based on where we're at, because we're about 2 weeks away. I think 15 more burns is what it's going to take in order for us to unlock the next Rift Watcher airdrop. You can see we're at 1.27 million packs already purchased, burned, or sent to the DAO. So it's, we're more than halfway there in this 500,000 tranche that we're in. Now, the numbers here, and I did these calculations offhand, but somebody feel free to correct me. The 369,000 circulating, that is not accurate because that includes burned and sent to the DAO. So if you subtract the 202 and the 36,000 from this, you get about 130,000, and then you add that to the 902,000 that is already open or considered part of this. And I divided that by the 250 airdrop points that it's going to require in order for us to, in order for you to get a guaranteed copy. Now, keep in mind, you could get more than that, but again, it's a 0.02% chance. So the number that I have here is 4,130. So we're looking at about 4,100. I mean, maybe we could round up to 42, even 4,300 if you want to get a little crazy. And if you go to the print rate for Rift Watchers, and I already have it filtered to the legendary, you can see that, anywhere from 4,100 to 4,300 is already significantly less, right? It's almost like 20% less, maybe even 25% less. 20% less than Cane Haste and Ancient Redwood. So right off the bat, we're getting quite a bit of a decrease here. And this is also assuming that we don't have too many pack sales over the next couple of weeks before this unlocks. But it is just something to think about as we get closer and closer to the final ones. And then you compare it to some of the other legendaries here. These are all at about 10,000. And I'm not sure how it works after, I don't know if there's going to be like more Cane Hastes and more Ancient Redwoods printed in the final remaining packs that are unopened versus Runemancer, Kai, Flore, Ra, all of those. I would assume that, the way that they designed it was that if you were, if they were going to release it, then maybe there'd be more printed at the end. But either way, I don't think there's any way that we're catching up to the 10K that's out here. So that begs a very interesting question. When you look at the pricing across all of the different cards, of course, how well they play and how much of a meta they are is super important. But from a rarity standpoint, sorry, not a rarity, but from a scarcity standpoint, you can look at something like Ancient Redwood, Cane Haste, and of course, any of the other upcoming ones, and ask yourself, like, hey, are these cards going to be, as important, as vital, and will they have that same kind of, appeal for the rest of the marketplace? Now, again, value isn't just monetary value, right? There's also a lot of game value that people look at that, or at least look at it through that lens with. So, I'm not trying to say here, go out and buy a bunch of Rift Watchers cards. I am trying to say go and buy some Rift Watcher packs, because that will help us lock up DEC in the DAO. But it is just something to think about, because if you do want to ensure that you're going to be able to get these cards, let's say the next airdrop card is like broken in some ways, and people are like, I need to have it. Maybe it's the next Core Lurker or the Agor Longtail of the legendaries. It might just be something where you'll have to pay a premium. So sure, are you paying a premium now if you're going to go and lock up DEC and pay, lock up DEC in the DAO by buying it from the store? Yeah, you might be, right? But at the end of the day, you also do get to, I guess, confirm the fact that you'll get a certain amount of BCX printed for you. So just sharing these numbers as we go along. Maybe I'll do this on a bi-weekly basis or something as we get closer and closer to each of the legendary airdrops. But, keep in mind, let me see, the 500,000 divided by 15,000 that's getting burned every day. We should be unlocking one of these every 33 days or so, assuming that there are no purchases. So I'm sure there's going to be some purchases, people topping off as we go along. But at the end of the day, I think it's going to be an interesting thing to see, how many and how often we get these cards. But that is all I have for you guys in this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. What's your Rift Watcher plan? I know everybody's just holding their breath waiting for land right now, and that is where all the DEC is probably going to go in the short term. But keep in mind, the more packs we burn, the rarer these cards and these future airdrops are going to get. But that is all I have for you guys in this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I'll catch you all in the next one and see you around the game. Take care.